Assalamu alaikum everyone, it's a beautiful day. I've just recently come back from Istanbul, and so today we're going to talk about the history of the Hagia Sophia Mosque in 5 minutes. Let's go. So the Hagia Sophia, or the Ayasofya as it's known in Turkish, is an enormous architectural marvel found in Istanbul, Turkey. It was originally built as a Christian basilica almost 1500 years ago and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. For almost 1,000 years it was the largest cathedral in all of Christendom, before becoming an important site for Muslim worship. It is gone by many names: Ayasofya in Turkish, Sancta Sophia in Latin, and Holy or Divine Wisdom in English. Whilst the original Hagia Sophia was built in the 4th century under Constantine the Great, very little remains of the structure, so the current building dates back to 537. And so in 537 AD, the Hagia Sophia was constructed under the orders of Emperor Justinian of the Byzantine Empire to serve as a religious central base for Greek Orthodox Christianity. It was designed by the finest Greek architects of the time, specifically in the Byzantine style, with aspects such as its impressive dome. Now, the Byzantine Emperor Justinian wanted to create an absolute masterpiece, a central grand basilica, so he ordered all of the dominions under his rule to send architectural pieces for use in its construction. For example, the 104 columns used in the building were imported from the Temple of Artemis in Ephesus, as well as from Egypt. It is said that after completion of the building, the Emperor Justinian entered the building with the words, "Solomon, I have surpassed thee," in reference to Solomon's Temple of Jerusalem, that at that point was considered the greatest building ever constructed. And so for nearly 1,000 years, the Hagia Sophia was the largest cathedral in all of Christendom, and as Greek Orthodox was the central religion of the Byzantine Empire, the Hagia Sophia was considered the central church of the faith, and it was the place where all new emperors were crowned. And it served this pivotal role in Byzantine culture and politics for about 900 years, until the Ottomans came. After conquering the city of Constantinople in 1453 and renaming it Istanbul, the Emperor Sultan Mehmed II, otherwise known as Mehmed the Conqueror, then set his sights on the Hagia Sophia, and he ordered that it be converted into a mosque. And for the next roughly 500 years of Ottoman rule, the Hagia Sophia was changed and reworked into a mosque, renovated into a more typical mosque-like structure. Architects were commissioned to make restorations. For example, 4 minarets were added to the original building, partly for religious purposes so that the muezzin could make the call to prayer, but also partly to fortify the structure against earthquake and other examples of severe weather. Other features such as the minbar were added and positioned appropriately towards Mecca. Additionally, panels or medallions were hung along the nave of the building, featuring the names of Allah, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and also of the 4 original Khalifas of Islam, as well as the Prophet's 2 grandsons. The mosaic on the main dome at the time, believed to be an image of Christ, was covered up in gold calligraphy. In 1922, the Ottoman Empire fell and the Republic of Turkey was born, under Mustafa Atatürk, the founder and first president of Turkey. So to recap, the Hagia Sophia was used as a church for about 900 years, and then after that as a mosque for roughly 500 years. And in 1934, the President Mustafa Atatürk of Turkey at the time converted it into a museum, and it soon became the country's most popular tourist attraction for travellers from around the world of all faiths and nationalities. However, in 2013, some of the Islamic religious leaders of the country sought to have the building reopened as a mosque. And so in July 2020, the Council of State, as well as President Erdogan, officially reclassified it as a mosque. And so from 2020 until the time of this video in 2022, the building, the Hagia Sophia, is still currently being used as a mosque, a Muslim site of worship, but it's open to all visitors, both Muslim and non-Muslim alike. I was blessed to be able to travel to Turkey this summer, to Istanbul, and to visit the architectural marvel that is the Hagia Sophia Mosque. And I would highly recommend, if you're ever in Turkey, if you're ever in Istanbul, make that one of the first places that you visit. It's a historic building, it takes your breath away, and it's a joy to behold, especially if you manage to pray in the mosque. That's all for today, guys. Remember, this video is not comprehensive, it's just a short summary. Otherwise, thanks for watching, take care of yourself, Assalamu alaikum.